and welcome to the first episode of Let's Play Banished. We are working on version 1.0.6, and this is with the Colonial Charters mod, as you might be able to see with these things. So we're going to name it Idrojville here, and basically my goal here was to make it as difficult as possible. So we're going bleak mountains, very large, very harsh, disasters on starting conditions Appalachian forest Adam and Eve. So basically what that means is we can never build any of the tropical varieties of things. We will have to trade for any of those sorts of goods. And Adam and Eve means that we will start with 2 people and just hardly anything at all. So let's just get this going. See how it goes. All right, your country has rested all of their colonial ambitions on your venture. Your job is to ensure the survival of your country's citizens. Something tells me that since this is an Adam and Eve start, that's not really true. I don't know of any European examples where they literally sent 2 people and said, "Hey, you're going to be the mom and dad of this entire colony." I'm not so certain. But anyway, as you'll see, in very short order once this finishes loading, we literally will be starting with 2 citizens, no housing, just a few basic supplies, only barely enough to get us through a little bit of time. We don't have any livestock, we don't have any seeds. Everything we want to do, we will have to do from scratch. So I'm pretty excited about that. All right, so let's start by pausing. Okay, so we got this here. All right, so let's take a look at the map. All right. Oh, interesting. So this lake here is not actually attached to the main trading thoroughfare. But the good news is we're not that far from it, so that's fine. Yeah, sure, we'll keep the event log open. And let's do... Oh, man, it's just so much. I mean, but there are just a lot of things to be done here. So a lot of jobs. All right. I guess I'll have that too. Whew, okay. Yeah, this is definitely the problem with this game, is that you're like, okay, how many of these things do I need up here? Do I need... Oh no. Oh, well, duh. No, I gotta have that. All right. So maybe minimap here. As this is just what I'm gonna always be looking to that side for. Is there not a better... Let's see, that's that one. That one. No. 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 What? That's weird. Well, you know what? Maybe... You know what? I'm gonna do this one for the time being. Alright. So, we begin with these 2 little guys and this cart that has apples, firewood, a few coats, and a few tools. That's it. That's all we've got. So first and foremost, we need some housing, and we are just gonna get let's see, a small bit to allow new families to grow up to size 3. No, see, but we need them to be able to grow a little bit more than that. That takes lumber. A rustic abode, family up to 4. See, some of them don't say. Stone house, I mean, we do have some stone, we could do that. Doesn't say how many. And then these are all going to be fancy. So I'm thinking a rustic abode is probably what we're going to want to start with. So, yeah, let's plop one of those down. We're going to say builder, and then let's have you collect... Where's the... There we go. Okay, you're going to collect everything from that. Ooh, which reminds me... Duh, hello. We need a stockpile. So, yeah, we're gonna make make a little stockpile here. Alright, and let's get this going. I think 10's as fast as we can do it. Clearly we need building materials in order to build the house. Whew, and keeping them clothed is going to be a problem. You know, I'm very well aware that the reserve of logs is low. I'm definitely aware of that. Oh, and it's going. Alright, so who we got here? We have Dion, the guy, and Ryaneth, his wife. Okay, they have a place to live. They officially have a place to live. Now, here's what I think we need to do kind of first. And that's actually going to be to figure out somewhere... Man, all these mountains make it difficult. Somewhere for them to hunt, and I suppose actually just having it, like, here-ish to begin with is just what we're going to want to do. Because that's going to provide us with both food and importantly clothing, because clothing is going to be the thing that kind of runs out. Oh well, it's going to provide us with hides that we then have to turn into clothing. Right. But that's going to be, that's going to be the difficult. That's the first thing that we're going to run into as like the problem. Let's, I guess we'll say just remove more. Alright, good. Yeah, they're working again. Ooh. Now, of course, the difficulty is, if we clear too much of this, then, you know, well, oh, but there's some deer. There's some deer. And it does. There's a lot of debate over this. But it does, in fact, matter. Like, that deer themselves come by. They matter. They matter. So, like, if we had this hunting cat... Oh! We've got it up. Okay, so... and this is the difficulty with this. Alright, we want a hunter. Okay, we got apples, so you know what? You're gonna collect... I want you to collect wild food. How are we in terms of firewood? We've got 50. So that's a thing, and that we'll definitely want to think about. What child was born? Okay, so Waneta is a child. So the next thing. Oh wow, so many things there. Okay, but anyway, the next thing that we're gonna want to think about is let's see, smaller, less formal area. Yeah, see, that's just like nothing. But we're probably gonna want this to end up being our next building. In which case, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. Let's say, yeah, go ahead and remove all that. I suppose, yeah, I mean, obviously some people would say, you're not being very efficient with your roads and things. Well, there's just not many people for us to be worrying about that with quite yet. But, I mean, you know, I'll listen to the voice of the people. Alright, it is winter. Do we have any hides yet? No, we don't. Ooh, which actually, that does bring up the fact that we'll probably want some sort of storage facility. And we do have this cart, which, you know, and clearly, oh man, that's not very much in the way of things. Yeah, stored food 71, that's not much. But what we really need is this hunter to get some venison and some hides. That's really what would, like, save our hide. Ha 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 ha! Get it? Save our hide? Okay, there's deer over here. Hunter. Find them. Find them. Come on. Come get them. Come get them now. Ha! Ha! We're saved. Okay. Woo! Oh boy. Okay. Alright, we need stone, huh? Okay, so stone. So collect this stone. Let's collect that stone. Is there any stone up there that way? Okay. Because, yeah, our... Oh, and our food's gone way up. Yeah, see, that's the thing. This thing fills up fast. So after this is finished, we're going to want to switch over to the point where we can actually, you know, store some things. I suppose we could fish. I mean, not right this moment, but in terms of planning, you know, that's you want as much water within the circle as you can get. So obviously, like, the best place would be like along here, but obviously that would be a little bit of a walk. That's probably going to be pretty good. That's probably going to be a pretty good source of food for us. I'm not going to worry about it at this very moment. But yeah. Alright, so we've got 7 leather. Oh, it's not hides. Right, leather becomes a hide coat. Why they don't just call it hides or a leather coat, I shall never know. I didn't design the game. Okay, but for real... Oh, I guess we did tell them... So, you know what, we're gonna say... Cancel the removal of that. Okay, we better see the hunter come by here and attack these guys again. Hunter. Well, that's the child, right? Yeah, it's still just the 3 of them. What? What was up with that? Yeah, we're down to 3 tools and 4 clothes. Because the children don't use up tools because they're not doing any work, but they do use up clothes. So, yeah, we're gonna... Okay, so we've got that. Alright, okay. Our food situation is actually alright. The question is... Let's see, where would we... Should we do a tailor or try to get going with tools first? Tailor or a blacksmith used to create new tools from wood and iron. You know what? They can still do some work. They can still do some work without with no tools. It's just not as efficient, but it's really hard for them to do stuff without that. So, yeah, let's get started on this. Obviously, we're hoping that they, you know, make another baby soon. So just 7 leather. They have the audacity. Oh, looked like he was gonna go hunt them, but I guess not. Okay, yeah, they're collecting the stone. That's good. We need 45 logs, and we have 154, so we're good on that. Okay, but for real, nobody's gonna hunt these guys down. Just nobody, and it's just not gonna happen. So normally, of course, I would not even think about putting the hunting cabin right next to, like, you know, the development itself. But because we literally have a population of 3, they'd spend so much more time walking back and forth, and we just won't have that many buildings here for a while, that it's really just the best option. And there's the timer. So, alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Let's Play Banished. Thanks for watching, see you then.